everybody today. This is a quick look at the Space Museum in Huntsville, Alabama. A lot of people don't know it, but there are three main places for our space program, and all of us know about Houston, and we all know about Cape Canaveral or Cape Kennedy, whatever you want to call it, during different periods of time. But a lot of people don't know that Huntsville, Alabama, home of the Marshall Space Flight Center, is where just about all of the space hardware, the rockets and the modules that were created for the space program, were designed and built and tested in Huntsville, Alabama. And there's a real nice space museum there, and I didn't include any footage of it, but there's a whole lot of interactive stuff for kids there. So it's a place to take the whole family, and the kids can get a real hands-on learning experience. And if you're ever traveling by this way, by all means, stop in Huntsville and take a look at this space museum. It'll be well worth your time. This is just a real quick little view. I didn't take a whole lot of footage, but I think it'll give you an idea of everything that's there. So hope you enjoy this video.
This space shuttle was never built to actually go into space. It was used to check its glider capabilities. I took this shot here because I'm just amazed at the size of this fuel tank. That's that big dark beige colored thing there. I mean, that's just a massive amount of fuel. And it took that to reach that 17,500 miles an hour you need to go to space. Now this is also amazing. They have all these modules like they hook together to make the space station. And it's quite incredible the size of these things when you figure you have to get them into space. Now coming up is something you don't see very often. Now this is a space toilet. Now don't ask me how this works, I don't know. Probably don't want to know. But anyway, this one doesn't have a door on it. I'm sure the one in outer space does. Now here's something too. This is where you sleep at night when you're in space. You zip yourself into that bag that's on the wall there. And I don't know if you can tell when you roll over in space or not when you're weightless. I guess that thing holding you down, you just stay in one spot the whole time. I don't know how well I would sleep there. And as you walk through here, you can see different lab places. How about a stairway to heaven there? No, I don't think so. Maybe a stairwell up to the next module. Here's some laboratory areas. You know, you're working on something, you can stick your arms through those little holes. There were a couple of those there. And this is the future of artificial intelligence. Now these shots here show you just how really big these things are. And I mean, you have to get all that into space and then hook it all together and make it habitable for people to live. Amazing. There are a lot of rockets here at Huntsville, standing up and laying down, as a matter of fact, at different spots. This is a Saturn 1. This was the start of Apollo. Here's a far-off view of the Saturn 5. That is a monster. Now here's a close-up view of that Saturn 5. Now this one wasn't created to fly either. I'm not sure exactly what they used it for. They were using the word mock-up. I don't know what that means. Not for this. Huge rocket. Now there's the Saturn V laid down. All the sections and even the command module were displayed here. You can walk under this the entire length down through this building. The fellow that worked there told me that a lady donated $1 million just to have a place to display this rocket. Now this is the SR-71. This is an amazing aircraft. One of these flew from New York to Los Angeles in an hour and a half. Now you talking about speed. This is the actual Apollo 16 module. And I didn't get a good shot of it, but there are 3 chairs in there, and they're as close together as in a theater. I don't know how they took it. And this is Alabama's contribution to flight. This thing actually flew in 1908. Almost looks like an early bat plane. Now kids, get ready because these jobs are going to be opening up. You'll want to work in space. They won't be minimum wage jobs either.